He's a martyr now for American freedom.
That young man, I forgive him.
Memorials are supposed to be somber. They're about loss and remembrance, but Charlie Kirk's memorial in Arizona was something else. It was a funeral service, a revival, and a political rally all at once. Charlie Kirk was shot dead earlier this month. We told you all about it. He was an American conservative activist, an ally of US President Donald Trump, and a very controversial man. On September 10th, he was shot dead at a university in Utah in front of thousands of people. A 22-year-old student has been charged with his murder. The news of his death sent shockwaves through American politics, and yesterday his supporters filled a football stadium. This was in Arizona. The stadium can hold 63,000 people. That's the capacity, 63,000. Every seat is said to have been filled. People gathered to remember him and to show the strength of the movement he built. The security was very heavy. Crowds arrived hours early, and the scene looked more like a mega church service than a memorial. It was quite a sight. Christian rock bands performed. Supporters wore red, white, and blue. Some carried wooden crosses, others waved different signs. So the blend of memorial service and politics was clear to see, and it set the tone for what was to come. Take a look. And if that was not enough, there were speeches. Several allies of Donald Trump spoke, and in the end, the US president delivered his remarks. He called Charlie Kirk a quote-unquote martyr for American freedom, and he promised to award him the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Trump also blamed the so-called radical left for Charlie Kirk's murder. Listen in.
America is a nation in grief, a nation in shock, and a nation in mourning. Less than 2 weeks ago, our country was robbed of one of the brightest lights of our times, a giant of his generation, and above all, a devoted husband, father, son, Christian, and patriot. Charles James Kirk. He's a martyr now for American freedom. I know I speak for everyone here today when I say that none of us will ever forget Charlie Kirk, and neither now will history.
Trump's words made the memorial a partisan event. It was less about grief and more about shaping a political message. And yet, amid the rhetoric came a quieter moment. The president and Charlie Kirk's wife, Erika, embraced each other on stage. So while Trump talked politics, Erika Kirk struck a different note. She spoke about continuity and forgiveness. She said she would even forgive the man accused of Charlie Kirk's murder.
On the cross, our Savior said, that young man, on the cross, our Savior said, Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. That man, that young man, I forgive him.
Many others spoke, but one speech stood out, the one delivered by Donald Trump's son. His name is Donald Trump Jr. He declared, "We are all Charlie." He even impersonated his father and joked about the president's anger over his posts on social media.
I'm not widely known for being a sentimental guy. Anyone who's seen me on social media knows I'm far more likely to crack a joke or get myself in trouble for posting some grossly inappropriate memes than I am to shed a tear. I know this because I've even gotten the call from that guy a couple times. You know, Don, you're getting a little aggressive on social media, Don. Relax.
Another highlight was the attendance of Elon Musk, the billionaire CEO who once worked with the Trump administration. Yesterday, he was seated right next to Donald Trump. It was their first public appearance together since their very public breakup. Earlier this year, they traded barbs, but this time they shook hands and talked. Musk later posted a photo with the caption, "For Charlie." The image stood out because it looked like a public truce. Whether that lasts is another question altogether. Meanwhile, beyond the politics inside the stadium, the legal process goes on. Tyler Robinson, the 22-year-old suspect, has been charged with murder. Prosecutors say that they will seek the death penalty. The courts will decide his fate, but the political story is moving faster than the legal one. Charlie Kirk left behind a legacy that still divides America. To his supporters, he's a martyr. To his critics, he was a voice of hate. And his memorial service captured that divide. A funeral, a religious revival, and a political rally all at once. It meant different things to different people. For US President Trump, it was a platform to blame his opponents. For his supporters, it was a show of unity and power. And for America, it was a reminder of how politics and violence often collide with deadly consequences.